Excited to have two,
yes,
not one, but two of our favorite guests joining us this Tuesday morning. It is time to ask the Sharks. You know, Mark Cuban, Barbara Corcoran, they are here armed and ready with some financial tips for all of our GMA viewers.
But first, before we get to that, Barbara and Mark, we have to say congratulations to you. Shark Tank has received two Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Reality Program, also Outstanding Host for a Reality Program for you and all your hosts. So I guess, Barbara, let me start with you. I mean, you got several hosts, but who's the one that really carries the show?
I would have to say Mark, because he's the only billionaire on the show. So he's everybody's favorite. He spends the most money.
Is that about right, Mark? Would you agree with that? You're the guy.
You know, I got to go with Barbara, right? Barbara's got the best attitude, worse at math. She makes everybody feel good. So I'm going with Barbara.
Okay.
You guys thought about how you'd celebrate if you win?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm doing? I'm inviting all my entrepreneurs who are already signed up to watch it with me. Wow. I have 42 people on screen watching it and cheering us on because they made their fortune on Shark Tank. And so they love the show more than we do. And I'm going to hire my own red carpet. I'm inviting family and friends. I've got a gorgeous dress coming from Paris.
Wow.
And I'm going to have my own red carpet. And it's going to be fun.
Wow.
You have thought about this.
Have you given it that much thought, Mark?
Yeah, I'm going to sit in front of the TV in a pair of shorts and a T-shirt and cheer with the family.
Kind of like now.
Mark. Back there, I'm going to try to make it have friends for that Emmy trophy if we did it.
Well, Mark, we have to ask you as well. I was giving you a hard time in the commercial break, but you're wearing the T-shirt for us, and a very good reason. Your Dallas Mavericks are in that NBA bubble, and they are putting on a show right now in the NBA playoffs. They are playing again tonight, and Luka is the guy. I mean, you know he's a superstar, but he is really having a coming-out party. What are your thoughts on what your team is doing and how this NBA bubble is holding up?
Well, first of all, the bubble's been incredible. So much credit to the staff of the NBA and Walt Disney World, you know, and all the guys for really, you know, being professional and following all the protocols. But in terms of the basketball, it's been incredible. Our game last night the other night where Luka beat the Clippers on a last-second overtime buzzer beater has been incredible. So we got another game tonight. Its series is tied 2-2. You know, we're on a mission, so hopefully we can pull this out. So go Mavs.
Go Mavs. All right, guys, we want to tap into our brain trust here for all your business expertise. Barbara, we've been talking about this for a long time now. These unemployment paychecks / protections against evictions are expiring in a lot of the country. What's your best advice right now for folks who are just so many folks out there really struggling to make ends meet, especially folks who might be worried about making their rent payments this month?
Yeah, well, it's a big worry out there, of course. You know, the federal moratorium on evictions ended a full month ago already. But in practice, no one's being thrown out right now because the courts are not hearing any of the judgment cases that are out there. And there's no talk about when they're going to do that. So people could really take a breath in and feel more comfortable. But if you think that you're going to be late on your payments and you're struggling, you should call your landlord early and be as transparent as you possibly can. You can work out an agreement for rent reduction or a slower repayment program, because you have to remember, landlords don't want that apartment empty any more than you do. And if you have in hand your proof of unemployment and hardship, they're going to take you very seriously. And trust me, they will work something out.
All right, Barbara, Mark, let's get to some viewer questions now. First one is from Ariel in Brooklyn. Let's listen to the question.
The pandemic began, I've been looking to maximize my streams of income. Any advice on creating successful side hustles during the middle of an economic crisis?
Mark, you start us off here. She's essentially trying to make some extra money.
Yeah, I mean, America's side hustle has become making masks for your neighbors, and I think it's a great one. You know, not only do we all need masks, but you can't just use one. We need to cycle through. People want creativity, people want excitement, or, you know, things that are going to keep them safe and maybe be a little bit fun. And so making masks for your neighborhood and getting out there and selling them is really a great side hustle. The only thing I tell you to make sure you do is make sure you use the right materials, because, you know, at the end of the day, a mask is about protecting your neighbors. So make sure you use materials that are going to be safe.
Barbara, what do you think?
I'm thinking that most businesses out there now are totally reliant on part-time workers. This is the new economy. I think it's smart as an individual to sit down and make a list of what you're good at. And people sell themselves short. People have a lot more things they can do well than they think they do, but you should sit down and make a list. If you're good at, say, you're a good student and you're good at a subject, you could become a tutor. If you own a bike, you could create a delivery route. If you're very good at home improvements, everybody's stuck at home. Everybody knows what's wrong with their house. If you're good at talking, you get on a line at home, run surveys, or just be a service representative. People are willing to pay for it. And if you list yourself on all the platforms out there, you would be shocked at the work you will get. There's Fiverr, there's Upwork, there's TaskRabbit, and probably another half dozen that I can't even think of. But no, there's tons of work out there. So a side hustle is now the norm. Absolutely.
Side hustle is the norm. Okay, we've got another question for you guys from Carlisa. She's in Chicago. She's worried about her catering company. It's called Purple Ribbon Chef. Take a listen to her question.
My business was denied government assistance at the beginning of the pandemic. Now, with no one doing events, we're at a complete standstill. Do you have any advice on how I can get my company back on its feet?
Okay, Barbara, we're going to start with you this time.
Okay, well, the great thing about uncertain time is everybody's open to change. So bear that straight in front of your head, okay? Caterers are hardworking people. You wouldn't be a caterer if you didn't like to work hard. So you're well suited to shake things up a bit. Think of yourself as in the food business, not the catering business, and you need to think of a creative way to deliver your food, something new. It's an era of picnics right now and small gatherings versus large weddings. So you should take advantage of the small outdoor gatherings that people are having. They want great food. They want it beautifully displayed. And if you're going into the winter in your market, and I think you said you're in Chicago, it is going to be the season of the pop-up restaurant. So try to find out what you could hustle in on an empty store that's not collecting rent anyway and see how else you can deliver your food. There's tons of opportunity, but you got to think creatively and outside the box you're used to being in.
Your best quick tip, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, the entertainment event business has obviously been decimated and moved over to virtual. I would partner with as many companies that are doing virtual events as you can, because even they want to have food delivered to their participants. I have a company, Alice's Table, that's doing virtual events for moms and mompreneurs, doing table settings and different things. They provide food. Find companies doing virtual events and partner with them.
Okay. One more question before we let you guys go, because you posted about starting taping for season 12. Can't believe it's been 12 seasons already. And you guys are obviously following social distance rules. How's it going? What's different this time around?
Well, we certainly follow social distancing rules. We were in a bubble, but the entrepreneurs also had to survive the bubble as well. They had to quarantine for 8 days before they presented to us. And I got to tell you, the deals were amazing. The companies were incredible. They were big. You have to have such a commitment to your business in order to quarantine for 8 days that it just took us to a whole nother level. So season 12, when it premieres this fall, is going to be incredible.
All right, well, we always sometimes thought some of you sharks should use some distance between you at times. But Barbara, Mark, good to see you both as always. Of course, Mark, good luck tonight. We all will be watching the Mavs and
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.